YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that basketball analysis. We're gonna talk about summer league analysis on the New Orleans Pelicans. They played the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves come out on top with the W. They started the first quarter. The Pelicans trailed them 23-24. The second quarter, the Timberwolves started to get a little bit of a gap on the Pelicans, and they finished that one 17-21. They continued that increased lead in the third quarter, 16-17, and they will win every single quarter, including the fourth, as they won that one 18-19. I like what I seen out of the Timberwolves. Um, and they have a solid bench already in the NBA, and they have some quality players. One thing I do know about this team that they had out tonight is that they play well together. They moved the ball. They trusted, what they was doing, and they knew that the players that they had on the court could compete. And I think that that was the best thing to see. Like Miller, he had 10 points, plus 5 and plus minus one power personal foul. He did have 2 steals and 6 rebounds, and 2 of them was offensive. But he was 2 of 4 from the free throw line and 2 of 5 from 3. He finished 3 of 8 from the field. But you liked his aggression and the fact that he was looking for a shot and he was going up. Minot, 12 points, plus 12 and plus minus one personal foul, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 2 assists, 1 offensive rebound, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. You like the fact that he made every free throw that he got, and he played 28 minutes and had 8 rebounds. You like to see that. The thing you didn't like was the 0 of 3 from the 3-point line and the 3 of 11 from the field. You got to be able to make shots, even if you're not in the NBA. You got to impact the game by, filling up the buckets. That's the only way you can win the game. Dillingham, 4 points, plus 9 and plus minus 2 personal fouls. He did have 1 block and 1 steal. He had 5 assists. That was the strongest thing that he did tonight, outside of rebounding, where he also had 5. He was 0 of 5 from the 3-point line. Struggled, tonight. Couldn't make a shot. And he also was 2 of 12 in general, showing you that he really couldn't make a shot. But his defense was solid, and he stayed in front of guys. Shannon really showed out. I feel like he was the heart and the soul and the thump of the team tonight. 25 big points. -2 and plus minus was their go-to guy in the fourth quarter making shots. He had 2 personal fouls, which is low. He also had 3 turnovers, which was the biggest criticism that I would have with his game. But it wasn't too much because he finished with 2 blocks in a steal. He also had 3 rebounds. He was 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He was 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. And he shot a beautiful 9 of 14 from the field. Was very physical, was very relentless, wasn't scared of what they was throwing at him. He really was the aggressor, and he really did finish around the basket real well too. And they just couldn't stop the guy outside of letting him shoot 3-pointers. Knicks, 14 points, plus 17 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 3 steals. Really great job, picking up those type of numbers and those type of categories. 5 assists, 4 rebounds. 4 rebounds, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He was 1 of 2 from 3, 50%. Didn't shoot that many, but he was 4 of 7 in general. You rather just shoot well from the field, and he didn't get too happy with the shots. Didn't really get too low with the shots. Just scored just enough and made his impact known, and that's all they needed him to do tonight. Hyphy, 11 points, -2 and plus minus 1 turnover. He did have 3 steals too, 5 assists, 1 of 5 from the 3-point line, 5 of 11 from the field. You also got Leedy, plus 18 and plus minus 4 personal fouls, 2 rebounds. He was 0 of 2 from the field. Clark also struggled. He was 0 of 2 from 3. He was also 1 of 9 from the field. He only had 3 rebounds. He did have 3 steals and 1 personal foul, -10 and plus minus 2 points. And Weiss Camp, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. 2 rebounds. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. They did shoot 36% from the field, 21% from the 3-point line, 73% from the free throw line, 19 and 26. But that's a solid game for guys that's developing. I will also say that they have 8 total blocks tonight, which is good energy and effort the whole game, even in the fourth quarter. And then the steals, they had 14 total steals this game, and I feel like that's something you can build upon, especially because they rebounded the ball well too with 38. When you look at the Pelicans, they did a little worse, but they gave themselves a chance to win, and they just played just as hard. They just couldn't get shots to fall when it mattered most, and they just didn't have that one guy that can, carry them a little bit when things get rough. Missy, 6 points, -5 and plus minus, 4 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 of them offensive, 4 or 4 from the free throw line, 1 or 4 from the field. Brooks Jr. -1 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 block, 2 assists, 2 offensive rebounds, 0 2 from the 3 point line, 0 5 from the field. Hall, 11 points, -1 and plus minus, 4 personal fouls. He also had 2 blocks and he also had 3 steals. Great defense for him at that guard position. Also, 9 rebounds and 2 offensive rebounds out of that. 3 of 6 from the 3 point line, 4 of 9 from the field. Did everything he needed to do. You just kind of hope that he could do a little bit more and maybe they win the game. Hawkins was their guy that was looking for his shot a lot. He shot 21 attempts. He was 6 of 21, which is below average. He also was 2 of 8 from three. You want to see a little bit more from that, even percentage wise, because he had some good looks. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had 2 offensive rebounds and 7 boards in general. 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, +2 and plus minus 18 points. Brockington, 8 points. He was +8 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 offensive rebound, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from the 3 point line, 2 of 7 from the field. And Matt Kovich, 8 points, -11 and plus minus. He did have 4 personal fouls too, 3 turnovers, 3 blocks, 1 steal. That's just massive numbers for him. 8 rebounds. Also, 3 of them was offensive. 0 of 2 from the 3 point line. He was 4 of 7 from the field, so he shot decent. Hauser, 7 points -9 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 2 steals, 2 rebounds, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line, 3 of 5 from the field. Ford kind of shot too much. 25 minutes, he was 3 of 13 and 1 of 7 from three. Not good at all from the field. Was contributing to them losing this game, unfortunately. He did have 1 offensive rebound, 3 rebounds total, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, -10 and plus minus 7 points. And Reeves ended up having 9 points, -8 and plus minus, 2 personal foul, 4 turnovers, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, or 2 offensive rebounds, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from three, and he was 2 of 10 from the field. When you look at it from a team perspective, they shot 30% from the field, 25% from three. They also shot a beautiful 93% from the free throw line, 15 to 16, only missing one. They did have 48 rebounds, which is crazy that they had that many compared to where the team that beat them was at. They did end up with eight steals and 7 blocks, and they only was able to gather 74 points. They got a lot of rebounds, but couldn't turn it into offense, unfortunately, which helps you win the game, and the other team was able to do that. Plus, they was able to get more blocks and more steals, and that was able to turn into transition, which gave them easy buckets. Other than that, it was just a great game to watch. I feel like these teams are just trying to see who's our ninth, who's our 10th, who's our 11th and 12th man on our roster, and who can come in and contribute if guys go down a little early. You seen that the bigs really show what they could do. Guard play was a little iffy sometimes. Great depending on what team. Minnesota have decent guard play. They're not going to really need it too much because who they starter is Anthony Edwards. So obviously he's going to play the bulk of those minutes. Towns and Rudy Gobert going to play the bulk of the minutes in the regular season. But you just want to have those insurance policies. I would say the same for the Pelicans. They got deeper with DeJounte, and they got Ingram, and they got CJ, and they got Alvarado, Zion, and guys like that. They just need guys that they can just come. We just need you to fill in these minutes, fill in these roles for about 10 to 15 minutes in the regular season. And they seem like they have guys that can do that as long as they're surrounded by stars, because that just makes their job easier, and that just makes them shoot the ball and have more confidence because of the open opportunities and the rushed opportunities that's here today, or they trying to, throw it hard to get the passes to go through. The familiarity won't be there. Besides, when training camp happens, and that all attention and double teams usually happen when you have star players, and these teams do have star players when you look at their regular roster, and they have multiple shot creators too that can make these guys have easier opportunities than what they're getting in summer league, making it a tough squeeze who you're leaving off, who you send into the G League, and who you want to continue. Based off what I'm seeing, I gotta see just a little bit more. Give me about 2-3 more games, and then I would know who those next 3 guys are. Rotation player, like you can't really sign free agents, or you want to avoid certain stipulations because of the contracts and the collective bargaining agreement, you kind of have to go with these cheap players that you know can fill in this role, that you know that can do these things. And then that's the purpose of summer league, to see if they really can do it, or maybe we need to get somebody on the free agent list. But based off what I'm seeing, both teams did fine drafting. They just gotta make sure their stars are healthy enough to make these guys not have to think as much, not have to work as hard when it comes to scoring the basketball or trying to put the ball in the basket. And that's the biggest weakness of both of these rosters. Some of these guys just can't create their own shot, just can't make their own shots off the dribble. And that's the criticism with some of these guys, and it's legit. That's something that they can't fix. That's just something that they have to live with. But then again, that's why they're 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th man rosters on the roster. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell for more analysis. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day.